Okay, this is going to be our second method of solving a linear pair. The first method is going to be solving by graphing. So our second method is going to be solving using what's called the substitution method. Substitution method means that you're going to be substituting or replacing one thing for something else. And generally you're going to end up seeing it for linears when you have a y equals equation. And you can always solve for y to make it a y equals. But I have y equals, so I have y is equal to 4x. And then I'm going to use that fact into the top equation. I'm going to replace this y with 4x because I know that they're the same thing, y and 4x. So that we're going to substitute. So this y, let me highlight it right here. This y right here we're going to replace with what y is equal to, which in this case is 4x. So I'm going to rewrite the whole equation, but whenever I see that y, I'm going to write 4x. So I got 2x plus 3 times 4x is equal to 5. Now I only have x's, so I'm able to solve for x because I only have one variable. So we're going to go ahead. We need to use the distributive property. Or I guess it's all time, so it's not even the distributive property. But we're going to do 3 times 4, which is 12. So I got 12x. And now I'm going to combine like terms. So I got 2x plus 12x is 14x. And apparently I made myself a hard problem, but we're going to divide both sides by 14. So x ends up being 5 over 14. I will do my best to give you easier problems, but you know, this is real life and sometimes problems are hard. Now that we have x, we are not done. Remember, you need two. You need x and you need y. So we're going to have to plug it in. You can pick either one. I'd highly recommend the second one right here because it's a much simpler one. So we're going to do y equals 4, and now x is an unknown. It's 5 over 14. So we're going to put in 5 over 14. And we're going to go ahead and multiply that. And we get 4 times 5 is 20. And on the bottom, remember this is over 1, we got 1 times 14, which is 14. And those are both even, so we can reduce it. So let's divide by 2, and we get 10 over 7. Okay, so I got two answers. Y is equal to 5 over 14, or x is equal to 5 over 14, and y is equal to 10 over 7. So those are our two answers, and we are now done solving this linear pair using the substitution method.